little history there. So I initially met John, just about 40 years ago at a bike rack at Hoover Elementary School. And he had a 10-speed Huffy. And I admire that Huffy. And I admired John. But for the next 40 years, I've not really admired that Huffy, but I've always admired John. Well, let me just tell you why we're all drawn to John. For one reason, it's one long adventure. But not only is it an adventure, it's an adventure as a lark. And it's very difficult to have an adventure that is a lark, that's filled with piffle, laughter, and just a good time. And there's another reason. You know, we've all been through some stresses and this and that. You know, the differential can drop out of your car, the engine can seize up, you can lose your shoes in the mud, lose your car keys, you can lose your sanity. And you know, John never worries. I've never seen the guy sweat. So John shows up and he says, "Scoville, what's the big deal?" So I really appreciate that. Next of all, you know, we all tell stories. It's part of the human condition. We're trapped in the narrative line. You know, I've been around a lot of story cultures. Northern Cheyenne, a lot of Africans, just recently Papua New Guinea. But I can tell you, nobody tells a better story than John. So I'm very gifted, and thank you, John, for all the great stories. Next of all, and I want to say this emphatically, is I do not believe in the supernatural whatsoever. But I don't know what it is. It's either chance, it's fate, it's accident. It just could be luck. But good things happen when John's around. I mean, look at this weather. It was pouring rain. So, I mean, I want to give you one case in point. We were out on this frozen marsh carrying an aluminum boat, and I mean, we're talking cold. We're talking frozen. 5 degrees below zero with a strong wind. And we're carrying this boat, and John, I stopped up and I put the boat down. I say, "John, how are you doing?" He says, "Oh, I'm doing great, but my hands are a little cold." So I said, okay. And we keep on carrying this boat along. I see off in the distance, I see something tumbling across the frozen marsh. We get closer, it's a glove. It's a glove! So John puts it on. Not only is it a nice glove, it's warm and dry and it's fur-lined. So we keep on walking, another quarter mile. What do we see out in the distance? I see something tumbling across the marsh. It's another glove. So I don't know what it is, but John, you have good luck. So, in summary, Nancy, I'd just like to tell you, and if you believe in historical precedent, I believe this is what you have in store. You have a lot of gleeful adventures at hand, and when the shit may rain down, John will show up with a big smile and say, "What's the problem?" And you're always going to be guest to a better story. And there's this invisible hand of fate. The invisible hand of fate is at play out there. And he's always dealing out good luck. So, thank you, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Jay. On that note,